Okay, guys, so the second trailer for Hobbs and Shaw, I think it's a good time to talk about what I think about the Fast and the Furious franchise as a whole. I know I did rankings of it and already talked about my thoughts on Hobbs and Shaw. Maybe I'll do another video about that. But I don't think the thoughts really changed on that. But as far as the whole franchise as a whole, I like to think of it as it's like kind of like a guilty pleasure franchise where it's like on its own, it seems kind of dumb and stupid. It's like that's so fake. Like this can never happen in real life and stuff. And that's kind of the charm of the franchises. You just eat up that kind of like. If you just want straight up action and like you don't really and like the story's not. It doesn't take much to engage in it. It's basically dumb, fun action. And just because it's dumb and silly, and it doesn't, and how the laws of chase sequences don't apply at all like they do in real life. Like jumping through jumping using a car to jump through buildings could never happen. Connecting jump surviving, having a submarine go faster than a Lamborghini or at the same speed as a Lamborghini. Like none of those stuff could happen, but because they do unreal things, that's kind of the charm and the appeal of it. And if you want me to say, I really do like the cast. I think the great having great leads with Vin Diesel, The Rock, um, you know, um, and so that's something I do enjoy. And obviously Paul Walker was in it until he died. And the later half was, I think, at the beginning was just normal street. I think it started out pretty grounded, but then I feel like as this series I thought it started out a little bit slow, but as soon as I'd say about like Fast Five, that's when it became insane and really fun, because the insaner it gets, the better it gets. Especially right out of the gate in Fast Five, with the chase on the running chase, the heist. I think that's where it elevates it, and to go from that to a tank in Fast Six, and of course, and then in Fast Seven, that great sequence in the forest, and the car jumping through buildings, and then in and Furious and Furious. Is it and Fast and Furious 8? You know, like zombie cars. So like all of those stuff are pretty dumb and stupid. And if you wanted to sound on a realistic level, this franchise doesn't make any sense. But that's the thing, is that every franchise has a different area where it succeeds. This succeeds on such an action standpoint and a climactic standpoint. And some of these action sequences are some of the greatest, uses of cars, and that's what I love about it. And the cat, and and I think the cast does a good job of you actually believing that this could happen, even though you know that this can't happen. The cast make you believe it's gonna happen, but there is some great. But I do really love the franchise, and I think the character and the great uses of diversity and the casting makes me love it. And um and this does have some of my favorite chase sequences, because they take it to the next level, and a level that I can really enjoy. I enjoy sometimes when I don't always enjoy when movies take it to the next level, but in the Fast and Furious franchise, I always love it. That's why in the trailer, when at the end they tease this next big uh kind of, I feel like you can relate to like kind of like a fast like ice cream. Like, it's not healthy, or sugar. It's not healthy, but you dig it up. Anyways, and some of the best food comes out with sugar. The sugar makes it really good, and that's in this film. I feel like there's like sweet tarts. There's like it's made out, and each sequence is kind of like another part of a sweet tart, or ice cream, or candy, or chocolate. It's just a chocolate bar. You eat it up, and that's my whole point. Is that it's really good food, but it's not healthy. And yeah, that's kind of what I feel about this. To sum it all up, it's sugar, not healthy, but you love it. I love sugar. You kind of admit that when you watch it, and like you're watching it with like someone who like it's a guilty pleasure. It's something where I love, and Terminator's kind of starting to become that. I think Terminator started off what life would be like with a robot, but then it turned into kind of like fan fiction, dumb fun type thing, where even if there was robots, it started with good sci-fi and turned into just dumb, and I think at some point bad fun in ways like you just don't appreciate no more. But here, it's a franchise that rides on this big action sequence. And as an action guy lover, how do you not love this franchise? It doesn't ride on story, it rides on characters, and actually has great themes. The theme of family rides through every single one. And as you've seen in the Hobbs and Shaw trailer, Shaw's family gets tied into it, and Hobbs' family got tied into it. You saw, Shaw's sister, and basically an island full of Hobbs' family. So like 100 of his family members, probably his whole family, other than his Fast and Furious franchise. So I think that's kind of to sum the Fast and Furious up into a nutshell, and I just did.